All right, so you've been thinking about relocating to Southwest Florida and you want to build a new construction house. And you're hearing about Lakewood Ranch, but you're also hearing about Wellen Park. And you want to know which one's going to be the best community for you and your family, which one fits your lifestyle better. Well, in this video, I'm going to kind of break down the differences and the similarities between Lakewood Ranch and Wellen Park so that hopefully you can make a more informed decision when you're moving here. So if you're thinking about relocating to Southwest Florida, stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss this video. What's up everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name's Franchesca Hanahoe. If this is your first time here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and also tap on that notification bell while you're there so you get notified every time I upload a new video like this one, showing you all of Southwest Florida, where live, eat, sleep, work, play, everything. And listen, ever since I've been doing these videos, I've been getting so many calls, texts, and emails from people just like you who want to relocate here, and I absolutely love it. So if you're thinking about relocating, make sure you reach out to me by phone, by text, by email, whatever it is, whatever you prefer, because I definitely have you covered when you're moving here. All right, so I wanted to talk today about some of the differences between Lakewood Ranch and Wellen Park to help you decide when you're moving here which one may be a better fit for you. But before we go into some of the differences, I thought a good place to start here would to kind of be talk about the similarities. Because really, Lakewood Ranch and Wellen Park have a lot in common, and they're actually calling Wellen Park a boutique version of Lakewood Ranch. So if you're hearing about them both and you're kind of confused and you don't know which one would be a better fit for you, this is definitely the video for you, so make sure you stay tuned till the end where I really break down the nitty-gritty of the differences. Starting with some similarities, let's talk about these two areas. So Lakewood Ranch and Wellen Park are PUDs, master planned communities. They're both building new construction. They both have communities within them that started a while back and are not so new. Some of them are complete, they're finished. They have the newer communities where they have all the new construction going on. You can definitely build a new construction home here. You're not going to run into a lack of lots left available and things like that. Let's talk about the builders. You know, both of these communities they're both going to have HOAs. So if you're looking to live in an area where you don't want to live in an HOA, maybe you want to store your boat or your RV on your land and not have an HOA telling you what to do, these communities are not going to work out for you. So both of them have an HOA. Both of them do have a CDD, which is a community district development. It's something that the developer uses to build the amenities. It gets rolled into your taxes. You basically pay it over a 30-year span. So both of them have a CDD. I think it's really good, the CDD, because it really adds value to the community when you have all of these amenities. If you're not somebody who's going to use a lot of amenities, then you may want to consider looking outside of these two areas. Both of these communities are also going to have amenities within them that also offer lifestyle directors. So if you're looking to move to a community where there's a lot of events being planned and going on, you want to get out and meet your neighbors, both of these areas are going to have you covered on that. There's not going to be a lack of something to do in either one of these areas. They both are going to have healthcare facilities located right within these areas, so you're not going to have to worry about that. They both have downtown areas where they have shopping and restaurants. Wellen Park's downtown area is doing kind of a soft opening right now, but they have been doing events on the lawn and having music out there. Everyone's been gathering, there's been food trucks. So they're starting to do some stuff like that. There are a few restaurants in downtown Wellen Park that are starting to open now, but then there's still a few that aren't quite open yet. They're doing like soft openings and they're hiring still. So these are some of the similarities and what you can come to expect when you're moving to these two areas. The builders are very similar. A lot of the same builders are in both areas. Some of the big ones that are out here are going to be Neal Communities. It's going to be very big in Wellen Park and also in Lakewood Ranch. Also, you've got Toll Brothers in both areas, in Wellen Park and in Lakewood Ranch. Another builder that we have in Wellen Park that you may not find up in Lakewood Ranch is going to be Mattamy Homes, which is actually the developer of the land of Wellen Park. You're going to find Lennar in both of these communities. Also, if you are looking to purchase a custom luxury home where you really get the chance to kind of design your floor plan or alter the floor plan or the footprint of the home, you're going to be able to find that in both of these different communities. You've got Lee Wetherington, John Cannon, AR Homes, and then Wellen Park also has Sam Rogers, which is a semi-custom home. So Sam Rogers actually used to be a custom builder, but after 2020 with all of the shortages and everything going on, they kind of switched over and are more now semi-custom. So they're already building in Wellen Park. As a matter of fact, they're going to be close to being sold out soon, but they still have a few homes left. But soon in Wellen Park, there's going to be a new village that's going to be opening with John Cannon, AR Homes, Lee Wetherington. So if you're looking for that custom home, but you don't want to be in Lakewood Ranch, you can definitely find it in Wellen Park. Now that we've covered the similarities, let's talk about some of the differences or things that are going to set these two communities apart. First, let's talk about the size. The size of Lakewood Ranch is much greater than the size of Wellen Park. So Lakewood Ranch is actually 33,000 acres, and they're actually comparing it to the size of Disney World and saying that it's actually a little bit bigger than Disney World. That's quite large when you look at it on a map. If you've ever driven through it, it can take you a little bit of time to get from the north end of Lakewood Ranch all the way down to the south. And the other thing is that they are actually in talks and negotiations to purchase more land for Lakewood Ranch. So you're gonna have more land to the northeast of Lakewood Ranch and to the bottom southeast of Lakewood Ranch. And that's going to be coming soon. We don't know how long it's going to take. Like I said, they're still in negotiations, but they're expanding Lakewood Ranch. It's already quite large, and this is one of the notable differences. Now, also they have 33 villages, somewhere around 33 villages in Lakewood Ranch, and this is just really what they're calling their communities, basically. They have it kind of divided into different villages. Wellen Park is only about 11,000 acres, and that's 7,000 acres of undeveloped land. So Wellen Park is really just getting started. They have about 20,000 homes right now and about 60,000 residents. Wellen Park actually has 3 districts or villages right now compared to the 33 that Lakewood Ranch, just giving you another idea of the size of these two different communities. They have the Playmore district, they have the downtown district, and they also have the West villages. In comparison, I think the size is the biggest deciding factor here. You know, when you drive through Lakewood Ranch, the main road going through Lakewood Ranch is really 4 lanes on each side. So that's kind of letting you know the size and the amount of people that are going to be moving into this area. Wellen Park is still considerably smaller. Now, another noticeable difference here is that Lakewood Ranch and Wellen Park both have tons of parks throughout the community for its residents. They both have a downtown area. Lakewood Ranch actually has 3 downtown areas. They have their main downtown area, and then they also have the new Waterside Village, one of their newer villages that's opening that's to the south. Also, though, Wellen Park has Cool Today Park right in the middle of it, and that is the spring training facility of the Braves. It's the home of the Braves, so if you like to watch baseball and you want to catch some spring training games, it's a great place to go see a game. Also, they have the Tomahawk Grill there. When they're not having games, you can go and have lunch, have a couple of drinks. They have a lot of concerts and music going on. Just a really kind of cool place to go check out. I love going there with my family. My son gets a kick out of eating there all the time because he loves baseball, so anytime we get to go to a baseball field, it's a good day for him. Another noticeable difference about these two communities, besides the size, besides the downtown districts, is going to be the location. So if you're somebody who really wants to be very close to shopping, you like to be in the city life, or you like to be around the nightlife, you like to have a lot going on around you, you're probably going to want to live in Lakewood Ranch and not Wellen Park. Lakewood Ranch is basically right across the street from the UTC. If you don't know about the UTC, it's a great mall. It has 3 main stores. It's got Macy's, it's got Dillard's, and it's got Saks Fifth Avenue. But then there's plenty of out parcels and shopping. It covers a huge block there over by the UTC. There's Rocco's Tacos if you like Mexican food. There's Ford's Garage. My kids love going there for the hamburgers. There's going to be a cheesecake factory in the mall and in some other restaurants. And as far as shopping outside of the mall goes, you've got your Dick's Sporting Goods, you've got your Old Navy, your Michaels, your Ulta. Then across the street, you've got your Total Wine and Home Goods, just things like that. Ladies, you're not going to have to go any further. You're going to love the shopping here. So the UTC definitely has you covered, but beyond that, when you're living in Lakewood Ranch, you're also going to be minutes away from downtown Sarasota. So besides having the 3 downtown areas that are in Lakewood Ranch, you're also going to have downtown Sarasota, probably about 20 minutes away, where you can go to a nice restaurant there or get some boutique shopping in. There's not a lot of restaurants on Siesta Key that are on the water, But in downtown Sarasota over there's a couple that are good and worth going to. Marina Jack's is one of them. You get to sit there on the marina and see the boats come in and out. It's actually a great view. I love that place. So just a lot more going on in Lakewood Ranch, a lot more of a city vibe, I would say. But a lot of families are moving into Lakewood Ranch. They have so many clubs. They even have a grilling club. They have kids clubs. They've got yoga for kids, Pilates, soccer, pickleball. Wellen Park has a lot of that too, just on a much smaller size. So Lakewood Ranch is actually so large, backing up just a little bit here, that it's actually in Manatee County on the north, and then it's Sarasota County once you get towards the middle and down to the bottom in the south there. So it does span over 2 counties. Wellen Park is actually in Northport, but it's all still Sarasota County. Wellen Park is going to be getting some new schools starting sometime this year. It is zoned for all A schools. Lakewood Ranch has all great schools as well. I have heard nothing from the parents but just positive feedback about those schools there. And there's also some private schools for options in Lakewood Ranch as well. If you're looking at Lakewood Ranch or you're looking at Wellen Park and you're somebody who maybe doesn't like that city vibe, that hustle and bustle, maybe you like it to be a little bit more laid back, then you're probably going to want to check out Wellen Park. When it's not season and it's Wellen Park, it is very quiet. You can go to Publix and maybe only see 1 or 2 people shopping in there. There's going to be a lot less traffic around Wellen Park. Just the population size is much smaller down in Wellen Park compared to Lakewood Ranch. Now, if you're somebody that likes to be close to the water, like my family and I, that's actually why we chose to move to Venice instead of Lakewood Ranch. When we were considering moving down here, we actually toured Lakewood Ranch and we're highly considering moving there. But when we realized how far it took to get to the beaches, even though it's only 15 miles, it takes about 30 to 40 minutes because there's no direct drive straight there. And then we found Venice and it was really just a straight 15-minute drive to the beach, and it's an easy drive as well. Being closer to the water was really important for my family. That's why we landed in Venice and chose Venice. So if that's something that's important to you, then you may want to consider Wellen Park. Another similarity about both of these communities that I forgot to mention is that if you're worried about flood insurance or you're thinking about the water being close, both of these communities are really far enough away from the water. You're not going to have to worry about having flood insurance. Also, these communities are both located very close to 75, which is going to be the main road that's going to get you around in Florida. So if you're looking to drive from Wellen Park to Lakewood Ranch, you're looking at about a 30-minute drive up 75. So just to give you an idea of these 2 locations and how far apart they are from each other, they're not that far. It's pretty close. You know, when it's not season, it probably takes about 20 minutes. All right, if you're somebody who's concerned about going to the airport and you want to know how far the airport is from both of these communities, when you're living in Lakewood Ranch, the Sarasota Bradenton International Airport is going to be about a 15 to 20 minute drive. When you're living in Wellen Park, to get to the Sarasota Bradenton Airport, it's going to be more 30 to 45 minutes to get to the airport, depending on traffic. When we're talking about 75, you just never know when there's going to be an accident. So I would give myself an hour buffer room just in case you run into some traffic. But like I mentioned, when it's not season, the traffic's not that bad and it's really a lot quicker of a drive. So listen, these 2 communities really have a lot of things going on, a lot to offer you. Like I said, they're really calling Wellen Park the boutique version of Lakewood Ranch. And both of these communities actually have golf courses I wanted to mention as well. Lakewood Ranch obviously has more because it's a larger community. But if you're worried about Wellen Park having a golf course, they do have a golf and country club. And also they have golf communities like Boca Royale, which is actually in Inglewood, is considered Wellen Park. They're actually marketing it together. And that is also a golf community and just a beautiful community by Neil Homes. It's one of their signature neighborhoods. And so when you get a Neil signature home, that's where you really get to customize it a little bit more than you normally would. You know, I'm trying to give you really the nuts and bolts of both of them, but there's so much information. If I've left out anything or you have any questions, make sure that you reach out to me and just give me an email or shoot me a text or give me a call like I said in the beginning. I'd love to answer these questions for you. And my partner Richard and I would love to schedule a Zoom with you and talk to you, get to know you and your lifestyle and what you're looking for when you're moving here so we can help you pick the best area for you. All right guys, well, I hope you got a lot out of this video. I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.